Hello there. See what I did there? I couldn't resist. Welcome to a brand new episode of Star Wars Positivity with me, Tiffany. I am so excited to make this video today. What a weekend it's been. My goodness. If you are a fan of Star Wars, my goodness, have we been spoiled. We had the 2-episode premiere of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and of course, that is taking place during Star Wars Celebration Anaheim weekend. So we have had so much news and just excitement. I am obviously at home. I am not in Anaheim. I wish I was. My heart is in Anaheim, but I feel like I'm there because of the amazing Star Wars Celebration live stream. I am so grateful. That has absolutely just been one of my favorite things over the years. I have yet to attend a celebration. I am absolutely 1,000,000% making it my goal for next year. I'm not going to miss it. I have to go. It's one of my biggest dreams. It has to happen. So I'm hoping perhaps today we will get an announcement for the 2023 location and I can really start planning. But for today, what I want to talk about is obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I want to talk about some of the announcements we've gotten during Celebration. It's been, like I said, just an absolute, it feels like Christmas. There's just so much going on in Star Wars, and it's just such a wonderful time to be a fan. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. I want to run through a list. I made a list of some of the things. I'm sure I'm leaving some things off because there's just so much, but some of the things that we can look forward to that were announced during Star Wars Celebration. Get more episodes of Galaxy of Creatures. If you haven't been watching these, I believe it's part of the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel. I'm 40 and I absolutely love them. So I am all about, to me, Star Wars is for everyone. Star Wars is for kids. It's for adults. It's for everybody, no matter your age, your gender, whatever. Like Star Wars, that's what makes Star Wars so special. It's for everybody, and we are going to be getting more episodes of the Galaxy of Creatures, which I can only hope means we are going to get more of these precious babies at Target, because I am just mildly in love with them all. These are the 4 that are available now, and I love them so much. And I really want more. So I know that there are several other creatures that are coming up in this wonderful little series. It's so cute if you haven't watched it. There's like a droid nanny and they take care of the little babies and it's great. So whether you're a kid or a kid at heart, I think you will absolutely enjoy that show. And I'm excited to know we are going to be getting more episodes coming up. So that's awesome. Be sure to stay tuned. Subscribe to the Star Wars Kids channel. There's also StarWarsKids.com. I mean, again, kid or kid at heart. Star Wars is for everybody, and same with the collecting. I love those little guys. Tales of the Jedi. Oh my gosh, baby Ahsoka. Like, what? There was a preview. Tales of the Jedi. It's an upcoming, I believe, in October. It's going to be animated shorts. I believe there will be 6 of them, and it's going to be kind of like the origin stories of various Jedi. So just seeing that image alone of baby Ahsoka and her mother, I mean, whew, I can't wait to see what happens and just know more and go deeper into Ahsoka Tano's story. I think we all love Ahsoka. I mean, absolutely love her. So that, to me, I'm super excited for that announcement. We got the Andor trailer. Make sure you check it out. It's the prequel to Rogue One, of course. It's going to be, I believe, a 12-episode series coming to Disney Plus later this summer, I believe. And man, it looks good. Be sure to check out that trailer. I've got the Star Wars Celebration live stream on right now on YouTube. It's been playing throughout all weekend, so I've seen it a whole bunch and got me hyped up for sure. Skeleton Crew is also going to be a new series coming in 2023 to Disney Plus, starring Jude Law. very interested about this. I don't know too much about details, but I'm very curious to see what all Skeleton Crew is going to entail. Cannot wait to find out more as we draw closer to that becoming in production. Of course, The Mandalorian Season 3 is coming, I believe in February, if I'm not mistaken. I wrote down notes of my shows. I did not write down the release dates, so I apologize. But, you know, easy as looking it up and seeing the date. I'm just wanting to talk about how excited I am because I absolutely love The Mandalorian. I love Pedro Pascal and Grogu. I mean, that show has just been one of my favorite things of Star Wars ever. And I absolutely love every single aspect of Star Wars. I love Star Wars, you know, from every single thing, the original trilogy, the prequels, the sequels, the animated stuff, the standalone movies. I love it all. Everything, the live action series, just Star Wars is everything to me. And there isn't a part of it I don't like, truly. I mean that with all of my heart. I love it all. And so, you know, just to see the continuation of the journey of Mando and Grogu and to see, you know, just what's next for them. The first 2 seasons have been absolutely stellar. When Pedro Pascal was on the Star Wars Celebration live stage, he was talking about surprises, adventure, I believe was what he used, 2 of the 3 words to describe season 3. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for it. So, of course, we have season 3 of The Mandalorian. And then we have the Ahsoka Tano series, Ahsoka, coming. I cannot, for the life of me, remember when that one's coming out. It just started production a few weeks ago. Rosario Dawson, of course, returning as Ahsoka Tano. She absolutely has killed it so far. And I love her as Ahsoka in live action. But I have to also, of course, shout out Ashley Eckstein, who is just my hero, my inspiration, everything. Ashley Eckstein, I love you so much. As we talk about Star Wars Celebration, one of my highlights of Star Wars Celebration is just watching Ashley Eckstein, whether she's hosting panels or taking us around looking at merchandise or whatever she's doing. She is all of us. She is as passionate as we are, and she loves Star Wars with all of her heart, and she loves Ahsoka Tano with all of her heart, and I just love Ashley so much. She embodies Ahsoka and who Ahsoka is, and I just couldn't talk about the Ahsoka series, even if Ashley Eckstein is not in it. I can't talk about Ahsoka without talking about Ashley Eckstein because she is such a special, wonderful person, and I just love her so much. She is a hero, and I really hope I get to meet her one day and tell her that and have her sign my book. And she actually has a book coming out. I know I'm kind of skipping around, but that's what I tend to do. I just talk about things as it comes into my head. I try to make lists and stay on track, but it doesn't always work. But it's okay. We're just here talking about Star Wars. So that's all that matters. So, yes, Ashley has a book coming out in October called Star Wars Every Day. I cannot wait. It's basically going to be kind of like a yearly planner of how to live your best Star Wars life every day. I feel like that was written for me. Cannot wait. But yes, the Ahsoka Tano series is just started to be filmed just a few weeks ago. We know we're going to see some live action characters from Rebels, which I am absolutely over the moon. We have confirmed Sabine, Chopper, and Hera. And of course, are we going to see Ezra? I think it's happening. I really do. So, I mean, again, it's like Christmas, you know, it just doesn't stop. So, again, so far, we've got Galaxy of Creatures, Tales of the Jedi, Andor, The Skeleton Crew, Mandalorian Season 3, the Ahsoka series, and then, next on my list, Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation. These Lego movies have been so much fun. They did the Halloween one, they had the holiday one, and now we're going to have one for summer vacation. Cannot wait for that. I just think it's so much fun. Again, Star Wars is for everybody. You don't have to be a kid. You could be a kid at heart and just love it and just enjoy it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun and looking forward to that. And we're going to have Young Jedi Adventures. Now, I'm gonna be real with all of you. Yes, this one is specifically said it's made for like preschoolers in early grade school. I'm gonna be watching it. I know you're all gonna be watching it, but I also have to say how much I love that while Star Wars is for kids, absolutely, that it's so wonderful that we are getting a show that is truly being made for the kiddos. I think that's so special. It's an animated series. It's going to be, full-length show for, like I said, preschooler, early grade school, from the High Republic era, and I think it's going to be really special. It's going to be about younglings, and it's just, I think it's just absolutely such a wonderful idea. I love it. The ability to bring all this wonderful content to fans through Disney Plus is just one of the most amazing, wonderful things to ever happen. Not just of Star Wars, I mean, with Marvel, with everything, but, obviously here we're talking about Star Wars. But I was just thinking about this yesterday while I was watching the Celebration live stream and thinking about Obi-Wan Kenobi and just like those first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, okay, imagine trying to tell this story in 2.5 hours. The first 2 episodes alone were like, what, an hour-ish, or one was an hour, one was about 45 minutes. So almost 2 hours, just under 2 hours. Typical movie, you're going, if you're hitting 3 hours, it's going long. So just pretending that's 3 episodes. We have this lovely ability to get movie-like quality live action in a TV show thanks to this streaming and just, technology and just the way everything has progressed. It's just awesome because I can't imagine, as much as I do, there's a part of me that's like, man, I really miss just seeing Star Wars on the big screen and going and getting my specialty popcorn bucket and my cups and I always would bring like one of my stuffed animals with me and dress up and I'd be super excited. And that's an experience. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, from that aspect of it, I do miss like going to the movies to see, and I know we're getting more Star Wars, feature films, or, in time, but in general, like, thinking about Mandalorian and Ahsoka and Obi-Wan, like if we could go see those on the big screen, how cool would that be? But at the same time, if we were to try to condense the stories that we've told, Mandalorian, for instance, there's just no way. I can't even imagine it. And so when you think of how wonderful the original trilogy and the prequels and the sequels have been, trying to squeeze so much storytelling into such a short amount of time, I don't know, it makes me appreciate the movies that much more because how difficult it is to do. And also makes me so thankful that we have these live action shows that we can watch and spread out over 6, 10, 12 episodes, season 1, 2, whatever. And basically just continue to tell these stories. Like, it was unheard of years ago and never would have imagined it being something we could do. So it's just awesome. And I'm super, super grateful for it. So that brings me to the guy on the shirt, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, I probably missed a few of the Celebration announcements. I do apologize for that. I tried to go through everything that I had tweeted about and everything. I know there's games, Jedi Survivor. I can't remember what else, but there are games. I mean, again, I'm probably missing some things. I believe the Bad Batch season 2, Star Wars Visions is getting a second season. So much goodness. It is just such an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan. But now I have to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't even put into words how excited I've been for this. I remember when it was announced, I believe at D23 a few years ago, that Obi-Wan was returning. And I remember seeing Kathleen Kennedy on the stage and Ewan McGregor beside her. And she, I believe, asked him, "Are you returning? Will you reprise your role as Obi-Wan Kenobi?" I'm literally getting goosebumps just talking about that. And he said yes. And now we're here. It's here, finally. And I don't know, it just means so much. I am such a fan of the prequels. I love them so much. I always have. My mom and I, my mom has passed away, and she is who introduced me to Star Wars. And we loved the prequels so much and watched them so much and loved Anakin and Obi-Wan. So every time I think of all this content and that she's not here for it, I'm like, it's bittersweet. But as we know, no one's ever really gone. So I know that she is here watching with me in spirit. So yeah, it's really just the Obi-Wan series has just been something I've been counting down to and so excited for. And these first 2 episodes far and wide exceeded every expectation and hope, and just I absolutely love it. Please, if you haven't watched yet, don't proceed any further. I do not want to spoil it for you. Make sure you pause the video, go watch, and then come back and watch the rest so I can talk about it with you, and you can drop me comments about how you felt about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series parts 1 and 2. But yes, please, spoilers are coming. Do not proceed further if you have not watched. Okay, here we go. There is so much goodness in this show already. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi 10 years removed from Revenge of the Sith, from Order 66. I did love that the very first episode opened up with Order 66. I thought that was really kind of a good way to start it at the Jedi Temple. A Jedi is training younglings, and then a clone comes in and starts attacking them. I thought that was a good way to kind of just, they did a really great recap of the prequels, and then we move 10 years later to Obi-Wan on Tatooine, and he is just this guy hiding away in a cave. He has a little job that he does. He rides a creature home to his cave, and and he's just very low-key staying hidden, because obviously as a Jedi, if you're found, they have these Jedi hunters, the Inquisitors, and they will kill you. So it's not, very low-key, very, very much hidden lifestyle. And I mean, the show just took a turn I didn't expect immediately in terms of what gets Obi-Wan back into the Jedi way. And I think that's what I loved so much, because when you watch the trailer and the teaser videos, you saw a part where Luke was that Obi-Wan was watching Luke. And I know I had heard whispers of there being young Leia and Luke in the show, but I'll be honest, I don't really dig very deeply into theories and all these things, because I really want to be surprised. So I just kind of thought the focus was going to be Luke, and and again, we're only 2 parts in, so there's probably some Luke to come as well. But I loved that it didn't just go exactly the way I thought it was going to go. I absolutely loved that. So I'm not going to sit here and break down the episode as far as part by part. I'm just going to talk about things that stick out in my mind as memorable and things that I loved, because obviously we all watched it. So, I don't need to break it down for you. That's why you're watching the show. So again, Obi-Wan, seeing him kind of, how we met him in A New Hope, getting that taste of his life that, before Luke met him as an adult. I think that's really special footage, and I really enjoyed that. It's just also seeing, like I mentioned, his creature that he rides from back to his cave. And when he leaves work, he's shown many times he's cutting meat and stuff, and he always takes a little bit of food home for him and for his creature, which I just think just speaks so much of Obi-Wan's heart, and that he's always looking out, for someone else, that Jedi, heart and mentality. There's a wonderful scene with the Jawa who basically, the Jawas are thieves, and he has stolen some of Obi-Wan's belongings and tries to sell them back. And there's just some banter between the two. And I loved that, because it was just such perfect, classic Obi-Wan, which, we all knew that, being that this is 10 years removed from Revenge of the Sith, that Obi-Wan is a changed man. He witnessed people dying, and his brother, who he believed he killed. I mean, he's been through it. So to get to have that and see that he still has that little bit of a humorous side to him despite it all was, I thought, really special. So you do have the as we saw, that sick burn from Owen, where Obi-Wan and Owen meet up and have, Obi-Wan actually takes a toy to Luke, and Owen brings it back and says, we don't want anything from you. We don't want anything to do with you. And, Obi-Wan, as we saw in the teaser, says, when the time comes, Luke must be trained. And Owen absolutely says, no, what, like you trained his father, sick burn. But there was some good interaction between Owen and Obi-Wan that I really enjoyed. And again, you saw that footage that we saw in the trailer and the teasers of, sorry, I was looking up at the TV because the celebration was on and I was like, what's going on over there? Oh, wait, I'm making a video. The closing ceremony is coming up, so I will be watching that. But anyway, we saw the footage of Obi-Wan watching young Luke, and like he's on his little sand home and acting like he's a pilot. And so, it didn't even occur to me that we were going to see young Leia. Like I said, I personally avoid all those things that are like, oh, here's what I've heard, here's what's supposed to happen, this and this and that, or theories or anything, because I don't want anything to be in my head when I watch. I just want to go in fresh. So young Leia is played by Vivian Lyra Blair, and oh my goodness, young Leia is the perfect little amount of sass and leadership and humor, sarcasm. She is brilliant. I love her. I will protect her at all costs. I know that, in the past we have seen some very toxic fandom, and I will not stand for it. Please, please, please remember, these are children. And at one point, Luke and Leia were kids, so of course they're going to be kids. And Vivian Lyra Blair just nailed it. I can imagine Carrie looking down, so proud of this little girl who is portraying Leia Organa as a child, as a 10-year-old. And again, it went, like I said, it went where I didn't expect it to go. Obi-Wan Kenobi is contacted by Bail Organa because some bounty hunters kidnapped Leia. It's all a setup to attract Obi-Wan for the third sister and the Inquisitors, because the third sister, Reva, is obsessed with catching Obi-Wan. She has a vendetta unlike anyone else. It's frowned upon even by the Grand Inquisitor. So this is a big, deeper story. So I'm very, very curious to see where this goes with Reva. Why is she so just obsessed with Obi-Wan 10 years later? Even the Grand Inquisitor said, it's been 10 years, we're not going to find him. But this whole thing is set up literally to attract Obi-Wan, and it works. So we follow, after some convincing, Bail Organa, pleads and begs with Obi-Wan to please, one last fight. This is my daughter. And so Obi-Wan goes and digs his lightsaber up from the sands of Tatooine, which I thought was a really special moment. 2 lightsabers, not 1, but 2. And yeah, so we start kind of this adventure with young Leia and Obi-Wan as he rescues her from the bounty hunters, and they escape. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to break it down. We all watched it. I just love it. I love young Leia. I love the surprise of Bail Organa, which I was not expecting. It's been so good already. And there's been references from Obi-Wan to Qui-Gon saying, Master, I need you now more than ever. So I am just hoping and praying that we are going to get Qui-Gon Force Ghost in Obi-Wan. I think we will. I feel good about it after the first 2 parts, but we'll see. But yeah, I loved it. It was perfect. I cannot wait for Wednesday. It's just like I said. And then, the main thing in the first 2 was kind of introducing the life of Obi-Wan, where he was at. And then once he starts to slowly step back into the Jedi world to rescue Leia. And at the end of the episode, man, goosebumps. Reva, the third sister, is all but about to catch Obi-Wan, and then the Grand Inquisitor shows up and scolds her for that, and young Leia is already waiting in the it's a cargo ship for them to escape. And, you know, Reva basically calls out and says, you know, Obi-Wan, you cannot escape him. And she mentions that Anakin, Darth Vader, is alive. And there's this moment where Obi-Wan just kind of like pauses and she's like, oh, you didn't know. Whew, big moment there. And it ends, the second part of the, you know, the second episode ends with Obi-Wan going, Anakin, and then all of a sudden you see Darth Vader himself's eyes open as he's in the bacta tank, and that's how it ends, with the heavy breathing. And whew, I mean, this is going to be good. I cannot believe it's only 6 episodes. I am hoping we get more. I keep feeling like during Celebration, Ewan has very much seemed to be implying maybe there could be more, because he made a mention yesterday about, he said, you know, I'm glad everyone enjoyed episodes 1 and 2, enjoy episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So fingers crossed that we get more Obi-Wan. We have 4 episodes left and I already need more. And then just the love at Celebration for Hayden has been everything, because I love Hayden Christensen and I love him as Anakin Skywalker, and the awful treatment he received during the prequels, just absolutely horrible. You know, we have a list of actors and actresses in Star Wars that have received unfair treatment, and to see them getting embraced now, it's everything. And I'm so happy to see it, because that's how it always should have been. But I'm just so thankful to see these crowds just on their feet and screaming for Hayden and Ewan. Although I think Ewan's always been fairly loved as Obi-Wan, but still, it's just wonderful to see. And I really want to see them both more in Star Wars. I don't want this to be it. There's been so many great moments at Celebration. There was a moment where Ewan and Hayden were being interviewed, and Anthony Carboni asked Hayden if there was anything else he wanted to say. This was on Friday, before fans saw Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that later that evening, and he said, this is where the fun begins, and everyone lost it. It was such a moment. So yeah, it's just been a wonderful weekend. Obi-Wan Kenobi is out. It's amazing. Watch it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about all the other stuff that's been announced. What are you most excited for? Please drop me some comments. I really want to hear from all of you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Tweet out the videos. All that good stuff. Any support is so helpful. Like it. Subscribe. All that. Comments. I'm going to wrap it up for now. I will be back with more Obi-Wan Kenobi talk and lots more with our world of Star Wars, our galaxy of Star Wars. That's just a gift that keeps on giving. Until next time, may the Force be with you.